the Minnesota Timberwolves are not only at the top of the Western Conference, but if you look at them on the court, they clearly have synergy. And that's just not with the two big men playing down low. That's also with the starting front court. That's also with the starting back court and also the bench unit. And Naz Reid actually spoke about the importance of Mike Conley with this roster as he gives them balance, and he's an important vet for them to have.
He's good. He's a leader. He's my OG. I call him my OG, and he's helped big time. He's shooting the ball very well. He's leading the team and conducting the team. He talks to us and makes sure that we're doing good on the off the court, so that's huge for all of us, especially for the young guys and the rookies and things of that nature.
Now, Naz Reid this season is fitting really well with the T-Wolves, especially playing alongside the other big men. As last season, he did have struggles at times with the fit, but the chemistry is looking on point. And it's not only with him, it's also looking on point with Towns and Gobert. And with Conley this season, he plays about 25 minutes plus, and he gets his minutes with a combination of the starters and along with the bench. So the synergy that he's playing with guys like Alexander Walker, Shake Milton, Troy Brown Jr., and when you sprinkle him in there, with the starters, he alleviates a lot of pressure that Edwards would have as far as handling the rock. He gets him the ball while he's in his position, maybe isolation on the weak side. And this also applies to other younger players like Jaden McDaniels. They don't have to worry about handling the ball as much. And also Conley is able to run an effective pick and roll with Gobert, that's something that they was already used to doing in Utah. So Mike Conley in his 18th season is bringing balance to the bench and starting unit. But when it comes to the Lakers and D'Angelo Russell, you see the opposite playing out. He's actually bringing a negative to the bench unit and the starters, as Austin Reeves does not only fit with him with that bench unit, which is pretty much the Lakers' spark off the bench, but the starters at times, just because the shooting is not consistent, they rather start LeBron at point guard and take D'Angelo Russell out and play Vanderbilt and just go along with that larger unit. So Rob Pelinka and the Lakers may look back at this trade and realize they got the wrong person, because Conley could definitely fit in a catch and shoot role or the person creating the offense alongside Austin Reeves in that Laker bench unit. Because with the lack of shooting on the Lakers bench and just the overall team, it almost nullifies D'Angelo Russell. As he said before in that soundbite, he wants to have a roller, at least two other shooters, so he can get into his bag. But D'Angelo Russell spoke about it, and you guys check it out.
I get into my flow state in the pick and roll when it comes to the game. So if I can tap into pick and rolls and recognize how they guard me, it allows me to control the game, because I can get to what I know is working or might not work. It's like playing game within the game, but I'm in my space. I ain't just catching and shooting. Now I'm in y'all space. If I miss, y'all took me out the game. Y'all just took me out the game. If I'm missing, if that's all I'm doing is catching and shooting. But if I'm getting to do what I know I can do, which honestly, I feel like that's when I'm at my best, when I just have a roller and a shooter. Somehow, some way around me, just a roller and a shooter. You put whatever.
Now I'm going to say this right here. D'Angelo Russell is mistaken when he thinks he could be in the exact position that he's talking about. The person that's going to be in that exact position is LeBron. LeBron needs the roller and the shooter. It's not necessarily going to be you. And that's why there's been a clash in that starting unit, and they went along with just starting almost 4 forwards and making LeBron play at point guard. But even the fit with Reeves and D'Angelo Russell off the bench has presented a clash, because at times both players want to be the ball handler.
Whatever else in the other two spots. I get into my flow state. I feel like that's when I'm at my best, when I just have a roller and a shooter. Somehow, some way around me, just a roller and a shooter. You put whatever else in the other two spots.
So again, the exact position he's talking about, LeBron is in that role. And he needs you to be the shooter. And he needs someone else to, the roller is possibly AD. But you're never going to be in that position when you're playing alongside LeBron James.